beautiful, creative, and amazing.
Totally awesome.
Indonesia is an archipelago comprised of thousands of islands. It's the world's 15th largest nation in terms of land area and the world's 7th largest in terms of combined sea and land area. Indonesia has a tropical climate with two distinct seasons, dry and monsoonal wet. The nation's capital city is Jakarta. Located on the northwest coast of the world's most populous island, Java, Jakarta has a population of over 10 million people and is the country's economic, cultural, and political center. The country consists of hundreds of distinct native, ethnic, and linguistic groups, with more than 700 local languages spoken across thousands of islands. Indonesia's national motto, Unity in Diversity, articulates this. This is wonderful Indonesia. The Indonesian Ministry of Tourism organized a media trip to explore the beauty of Indonesia. Together with media groups from Namibia and South Africa, Diplomat TV took part in this program in which Java, Bali, and the Komodo Islands were highlighted. The Komodo National Park is located within the Lesser Sunda Islands in the border region between the provinces of East Nusa Tenggara and West Nusa Tenggara. In 1991, the Komodo National Park was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The most famous resident of the park is the deadly poisonous, world's largest lizard, the Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragon can grow 3 meters or more in length and weigh over 70 kilograms. With a total area of 1,733 square kilometers, 603 square kilometers of it land, the park includes the 3 larger islands of Komodo, Padar, and Rinca, as well as 26 smaller islands.
My name is Joseph Shifeni, and I'm a broadcasting journalist from a television company in Namibia called One Africa Television. I think that Indonesia is a really great place. I used to only hear of it. I used to have a friend of mine. Her name is Tintin. She came from Indonesia, and we studied together. She came from Indonesia, and she used to tell me that no, Indonesia is great, it's fun, it's amazing. I was like, is that true? Then when I came here, I think she wasn't lying.
Our angle that we took on this trip was a bit different. It's more of the experience kind of thing. So it wasn't that difficult because I was experiencing, and we were both experiencing. We came here, it's our first time in Indonesia, and that's what we wanted to show and what we want to produce. So I think it's what we're going to produce at the end of the day is exactly what we felt, what we experienced, and how we saw Indonesia.
I'm a producer, presenter from the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation, and we have a traveling program, so that's why we were invited to Indonesia to experience their beauty, their nature, and of course their heritage. Right behind me is Mountain Merapi. It actually means mountain of fire, and it is Indonesia's most active volcano. Let's see what it's about.
Mount Merapi is only 28 kilometers away from Yogyakarta and is Indonesia's most active volcano. Tour guide Patrick Silano explains.
Actually, this spot is just newly developed for the tourism spot since the last 2006 eruptions. And because that last eruption was a very big bang, and 100,000 of people have to be evacuated. So this area now decided by the local government to be a very empty area. So nobody allowed to live anymore in this area. Merapi has 6 lava line that has been made by the local government that worked together with the Japanese government to stop the big damage of Merapi.
Pura Luhur Uluwatu is a Balinese sea temple in Uluwatu. The Kakak Fire Dance is a traditional Balinese dance depicting an excerpt from the ancient Hindu epic poem Ramayana, meaning Rama's journey. The music in the Kakak dance is a combination of sounds produced by around 50 to 70 members chanting in a cappella. As the sun sets during the performance, the sky darkens and the story builds to a climax. With orange flames and glowing embers, the Monkey King sets fire to a castle. In the city of Yogyakarta is found the Sultan's Palace. The Sultans are part of a long tradition, and the Sultan is still the appointed governor of the Yogyakarta Special Region.
From the moment that we started our trip and we arrived here, if you turn your head to this side, that's a perfect moment, and so it's just everywhere, especially the people are amazing, and I think that there was moments that it's just like that instant that I got that was so cool, and I will remember that because this place has got an amazing energy and the people are just very sincere and they just live their life, which is fantastic.
Batik is a unique technique of creating patterned textiles and is widely popular throughout Indonesia, especially on the island of Java, where it has a long history. One of today's most successful batik fashion designers is Anita Winata.
The process of batik itself is really personal. It takes time, it takes perseverance and also patience to be able to produce one cloth. What draws me into batik is because each of pieces of the cloth of batik is really expressing some kind of a story behind it. By the drawing of a bird, of a flower, or even of a symbol, or a the uniqueness of each region actually can be expressed to a piece of clothing. From my creation itself, it's actually really simple. I focus on the figure of a woman, so I would like to basically stress on the waistline. So my whole creation reflect on the 50s fashion. So I really like, kind of an Audrey Hepburn style. I hope really from my creation I can bring batik to the eyes of the world.
Mount Bromo in East Java is the most well-known active volcano in Indonesia and is part of the Bromo Tengger Semeru National Park. For the adventurous, trips to reach the crater's edge are possible on horseback, with the last 100 meters on foot.
My name is Patricia Fasagi. I'm a television reporter with the SABC, the South African Broadcasting Corporation. We went to the top of Mount Bromo, just to see the magnitude of the volcano that's actually still active, and to go to the top and look down and see all the people streaming up and streaming down, and to get the fumes in your face. Like, it's something that is so real, and you almost can't believe that you're here inhaling it and your lungs get that shock and you're like, okay, I'm still alive.
I love Bromo because this is my first time to filming the sunrise. It's very beautiful.
Almost like watching life happen. Watch the mountain come alive.
Not far from Yogyakarta is Borobudur, a 9th century Buddhist temple. It is the world's biggest Buddhist monument and widely considered as one of the wonders of the world. Visitors can enjoy the beautiful scenery from atop the temple.
It was magical and mystical, and I felt as though I reconnected with my soul at that place. And really exciting part about that was I've now seen 2 of the 7 wonders of the world, and I'm really chuffed about that.
Another temple in the area of Yogyakarta is the Hindu temple Prambanan, which was also founded in the 9th century. Being the largest Hindu temple in Southeast Asia, the beautiful and graceful temple of Prambanan is a magnificent spectacle and an icon of Indonesia's cultural heritage. Every night, the Prambanan temple is beautifully illuminated, which provides an exquisite backdrop for the performance of the Ramayana Ballet.
I have to say that Namibia and Indonesia are quite similar, and I didn't realize it until I got here, and I realized because when it comes to language-wise and food as well, the language, the Indonesian language is a lot of Dutch words, Netherlands, and we have Afrikaans in Namibia, and so it's very similar, the words. I can understand if someone says a word, for example, if they say parkeer, I know it's to park, because I know it's in Afrikaans, parkeer as well. And yeah, the food, well, our food is completely different, but it's got that same, the flavors, the ginger, it's got the chili. We like spicy food too also.
The Indonesian cuisine is very diverse, with influences from Indian, Chinese, and many others.
I would actually adjust my kitchen or my menu to that because I'm very, very convinced about it, and I loved every single piece I had in Indonesia.
In many dishes, coconut milk is added for that special soft taste. The Indonesian kitchen is famous for its rice table, or rijsttafel. Time for a swim. And where better to go than Komodo Islands' Pink Beach?
At the Pink Beach, that was by far the best experience because I'm not the best of swimmers. And although I didn't go far, I think I still had a great experience.
It's the first time I'm seeing pink sand and the crystal clear waters, and it goes like crystal clear and it's like light blue and it's dark blue. Wow! It's like heaven has been on earth. It was very amazing.
Most beautiful beach I've ever seen. The coral reefs was beautiful, the beautiful fishes, the ocean was warm.
I've never snorkeled before, so that was absolutely great.
I will go sit down one day when I get old, and this is going to be a story for my little kids, and this is a wonderful experience.
Terima kasih sama-sama. Yeah.
Terima kasih, hati-hati, sama-sama. That's as far as I've learned.
When I go back to Namibia, I'm going to share my experience, what I've learned here with others. And when they ask me, Joseph, where, can you suggest me a nice place I can go for honeymoon or holiday or whatever, I'll say, don't go anywhere else but Indonesia.